Sal, the boss, lips caked in red wine, was beaming as Kiefer Sutherland was behind the bar with his foot up on the speed rack, crooning Sal's favorite Sinatra tune, My Way, to an audience of 5 20-somethings seated at the bar. He had a glass filled with 4 fingers of whiskey neat in one hand, the mic and a cigarette burning between his fingers in the other. Luckily, Kiefer was cool as fuck, and when the song came to a close, he holstered the mic in the dock attached to the back bar and said, "I'm in your way. I'm Kiefer," he said, extending his hand. "Greg, nice to meet you," I said, offering a firm grip. "Mind hitting me with a VO neat and a Coke back?" "It'd be my pleasure," I said. "That'll be on my tab," Sal commanded. It's so fucked up how every rich celebrity is exempt from paying for anything at the expense of the less fortunate. But I digress. I poured out my ice, fetched my juices, and cut my fruit while I shot shit with he and his entourage. The wannabe actress servers arrived, tripping all over themselves and their words, hiking up skirts, knotting up shirts, and chirping amongst themselves about how they all wished they'd be the one he'd take home. Fame. It's a superpower. If Kiefer was trying to keep a low profile, that was pretty much over with when the crowd cheered wildly. I looked over to the stage, and next to some dude trying to sing his song, stood Kiefer, with his jeans around his ankles, dancing in circles in his tighty whities. It was fucking hilarious. And fucking weird. Then, it just became weird. It's because he did it to practically every singer. Then he started sitting in other people's booths, trow dropped. Seriously, Google Kiefer Sutherland Dimples if you doubt me, and you'll get an eyeful of my night. I ran into him at the Formosa Cafe months later, and he'd had a head start drinking. His arm was in a sling. I joined him in the parking lot, which is where the smokers were banished, and I lit up. I reminded him of our meeting at Dimples, and he laughed, recalling the night. "What happened to your arm?" I asked. "I was in London and fell down the stairs helping the bouncer throw this guy out of a bar," he said. I let that breathe, then let it go where it wanted to. "Were you the guy?" I asked. After a couple seconds, he came back with, "Yeah."